Only fools would walk away, but we're standing here today. Through the storms and history, only fools in SAFC. Sunderland till the day I die, underneath the west side sky. Through it all we still believe, only fools in SAFC.
Hello all, how are we getting on? Hope you're all alright. So I just thought I'd jump on and do a quick video, because you've probably seen on social media in the last hour or so, we've apparently agreed a fee with Borussia Dortmund for the sale of Jobe. Fabrizio Romano has put that post out. Now he's normally the go-to and kind of the gospel when it comes to transfers. Very, very rare is he wrong. He's normally 99% spot on, so I think this one's probably going to be bang on the money. And I think Christian Speakman has played a blinder, if I'm honest. Now, earlier on today, I was a bit pissed off, to say the least, when I was reading that would apparently scrapped the buyout clause, which would allow Borussia Dortmund to agree the fee and to keep that relationship healthy with the Bellinghams. Now, I thought, now we know we've had this with the Bellinghams, you know, for a good few years now. We know Christian Speakman is close to the Bellingham family. Now, I just thought, why would you want to keep that relationship healthy if you're going to sell him and he's not going to come back and never ever play for you again? I didn't understand. And it was kind of a bit of a sore point, and I was a bit pissed off. However, now I've seen this post by Fabrizio Romano breaking this deal down, it looks like an absolutely fantastic bit of business. So 33 million euros is a fixed fee, 5 million euros as an add-on to Sunderland, and also a 15% sell-on clause. That's absolutely an amazing bit of business. If you break that down into pounds, you know, 33 million euros is about 27.8 million. The 5 million euros works at about 4.2. That's 32 million quid. And absolutely wonderful bit of business from Christian Speakman. I think, you know, when you take off the £4.5 million what Birmingham will get, that's going to leave us with around, you know, 28 million quid or something in total with a deal. Amazing. And we paid 3 million quid for him, didn't we, originally from Birmingham in 2022 or 2023, was it? And that's going to be Dortmund's second highest ever fee that they've paid for a player, even beating the 30 million euros what they paid for Jude a few years ago. So I think it's an absolutely fantastic bit of business. You've seen in the videos I've done before that I don't think Jobe's at that level quite yet. But he's a fantastic prospect, and chances are he is going to go on to bigger and better things. So having that 15% sell-on clause in with that fee, if he gets to the likes of Real Madrid for 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 odd million, we're going to get a big payoff and get a big chunk of that. So amazing, and that's just proof of how this model does work and how it will work. Like I say, after we've paid that money to Birmingham, that's going to leave us with a big chunk. It's going to massively help us with the PSR, and will also help us hopefully get an experienced Premier League midfielder in his place. Of course, Jobe will go with my best wishes. I think it's a great move for him. I would have liked to have seen him stay in the Premier League with us for a year, like I said before, but for him personally, it's a fantastic move. He's going to probably treble, quadruple his wages. He's going to be in a Champions League squad for next season, and like I say, he will go with my best wishes, and wish him all the best for the future. He's helped us massively get to where we are. You know, he's played 89 games, 11 goals and 4 assists for us in his time that he's played with us. So, like I say, thank you very much, Jobe, for all you've done. Hope you go on to have a fantastic career, and you know, onwards and upwards for you. And I think it's kind of a deal that works out for both of us. Like it's a massive deal for us. It's going to be our highest ever transfer fee received, even beating the 30 million for Jordan Pickford that we got years ago. So for the club, a fantastic bit of business. And this is what I've been saying about the model, looking at the likes of Brighton and Bournemouth and them type of things. If buying players for cheap, developing them and selling them on for massive money, this is a prime example of how it will work. If the money is reinvested into the squad correctly, and you know, and not just putting in the bank account for a rainy day. We'll have to reinvest this money and have to go out now and get a Premier League quality midfielder. Will this help fund the Jordan Henderson transfer? We'll have to wait and see. When he's been told by Ajax that he can leave on a free transfer, he is on 100 grand a week, but I don't think Jordan Henderson will be short of a few quid. And if he really, really wants the deal to come back to Sunderland, I'm sure he would take a pay cut to make that happen. Watching him play for England last night, you can see he's still got it at the highest level. And I think to bring him into the squad around these young lads, likes of Chris Regan, Dan Neil, would help the squad massively for next season. Just his know-how and his experience, and like I say, he's still got it. He might be 35 this year, but honestly, you can still see in that midfield last night, he's still got it. Makes the midfield tick, keeps the tempo going, and I think it's a no-brainer. If he's available and he wants to come back, let's go and get him before somebody else comes and pinches him. There is talk of him, Rangers being interested in him as a player coach. Why not bring him back here as a player coach as well? Let him study for his badges, as well as getting some game time. Not a regular starter every week, but just having him in the squad and in the dressing room and around the players will be an absolute no-brainer for me. So I really, really like to see that happen, and I hope it does come off, and let's hope we can get it done before the season starts. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Do you think it's a great bit of business from Jobe? Has Christian Speakman played a blinder, or do you think we should have held out for more money? So I've said my thoughts. I think it's an absolutely cracking bit of business, and well done Christian Speakman for holding out and getting the correct deal for the club and not just accepting that 20 million euros that we were offered initially. Well done for holding out, sticking to your guns and getting the best deal possible for the club. We have been linked with a young lad from Man City called Charlie Gray, 19-year-old, and this could be the one that we will kind of reinvest some of the money in to bring him from Man City, develop him the same and sell him on for more big money. I've not really heard much about him, but apparently he's had a cracking season for Man City in the under-21s this year, so he could be another gem that's on Christian Speakman's radar. So we'll have to wait and see how that one kind of ends up. But let me know what your thoughts are on Jobe and on Charlie Gray. Other rumours as well were 1minute.com are reporting we're apparently being interested in left-back Keita Kasugi. He's had a fantastic season for Djurgårdens, I think that's how you spell it, in Sweden. Last season, he's only 19, made 43 appearances, but apparently he's another one who's one of these young talents who a host of European teams are looking at. Likes of Newcastle, Forest and Celtic are all looking at him as well. So I think he's available for around 8 million quid. But can it be one of these where we steal the march and nip in quick and get these deals done and get them settled into the squad before we're going into this Premier League season? For me, we need to try and get our business done early, I think, to get these players embedded into the squad, get a settled team and a settled squad into this Premier League campaign to give us the best chance of staying up. But that's just my opinion on Jobe, my thoughts on the Jobe transfer, and then with a little bits of rumours for them two players. I'm not going to pay too much attention to the rumours at this stage because it's pie in the sky, and I didn't really want to be putting content out there that's just shite and hearsay, really. So until we get something definite, like if someone like Fabrizio Romano starts putting posts out, then I will probably do a video on them because they are kind of genuine and look like they might happen. So that's just my thoughts on that one. Let me know what your thoughts are on the whole Jobe scenario. Would you like him to stay? Are you happy he's going to go? And what's your thoughts on that transfer fee? But like I say, keep watching for more content. If anything does happen, development on good news stories that I think are creditable and will happen, I will jump on and do some more videos. Just an update on the song Under the Wearside Sky that you can see on the monitor behind. We are up to 176 quid. Absolutely buzzing with that. I am going to run it until next weekend before I go on holiday to see if we can get up to 200 quid for that British Heart Foundation donation in memory of our great Jack Shields. 176 quid is fantastic so far, so thank you to everybody who's downloaded, played, commented, liked, shared, subscribed and all that. So if you don't mind, if you have seen it on your social media, on X, on YouTube or on Facebook, Instagram, please repost it, please reshare it to try and get it out there to everybody. The feedback from the song's been absolutely amazing. I still can't believe how well it's done. So thank you very much to everybody concerned who's helped getting that £176 so far. And let's see if we can get to that 200 quid mark. It'll be massive. As always, like I say, please like, share, subscribe, and join the channel if you don't mind. We've currently got 4,113 subscribers since the song. The song's had 16,000 views on YouTube. Brilliant, absolutely fantastic. So thank you very much to all of you for that. But in the meantime, have a good rest of the day. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, stay safe, and we'll speak soon. However, lads, ta-ra.
From the shipyards to the tide, Sunderland's where we live and fight with pride.